Lamelo Ball MB1, the one of one. You already know it's Flight Sports TV. We got history, ladies and gentlemen. History has been made. MB1 has notched his 8th career triple-double, surpassing Anthony Mason and becoming the Charlotte Hornets leader in triple-doubles. And this is in his infancy. This is why homage needs to be paid, ladies and gentlemen, involving Lamelo Ball. Lamelo Ball is just, the truth. The truth and a half. Today they suffered a nasty defeat, to the Milwaukee Bucks. They fought like hell. They battled. I think Lamelo Ball deserves a lot of credit. I think this is what a lot of people are saying, about Lamelo, about the Hornets, this season. And mind you, Melo, started the year hurt. He had the ankle situations and he had another ankle situation. And look what he has done. Lamelo was born and bred for this moment. We got to remember this. Lamelo coming into that draft, headlined by Anthony Edwards, he was clearly the most NBA ready, prospect, entering the draft. We all know the politics, that led to him not, going number one, and I don't think he wanted to go to Minnesota anyway. But, I mean, like I said, we'll leave it at that. But for Lamelo Ball to just come into this league, in only 3 seasons, this is what he does. Mind you, he was hurt the rookie year. This is why it's like, wow, this is unbelievable what is happening here. Could you imagine if Lamelo had any lick of assistance, with him? I mean, seriously, could you imagine, what he could do this season? Lamelo Ball, clearly, I believe, obviously he's not going to make I ain't going to say that, but it's not looking good due to obviously the Hornets situation. But Lamelo is an all-star, hands down. I don't think it's a question. And I think if it's anybody, some injuries or whatever come into play, I think people need to seriously consider Lamelo Ball, if he doesn't outright get there. I know the coaches and everybody's going to have their say-so in this, but the way it happened last year, the way Lamelo played, and they screwed him, but he ended up making it. It's like, what he gonna have to do now? I guess he gonna have to jump over hula hoops, to make the All-Star game this season. But nevertheless, man, this is history. To truly, it just needs to be celebrated. This history needs to be celebrated. LeVar Ball, he let us know, what we was getting when he came into the NBA. A lot of people thought he was tripping. But he did it, Lamelo Ball, man, he passed the legend Anthony Mason, y'all, for sole possession of first place with his 8th career triple-double. So one could wonder, okay, it was only 8 triple-doubles. You got people that's going like massive, in triple-doubles, but, the Hornets really don't have, obviously not like the Celtics, not like the Knicks. They don't have the history. Lamelo is, bringing that history for Charlotte. Ball tonight finished with 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. That gave him his 8th triple-double, y'all. So, people really need to watch out for Lamelo getting his teammates involved. Mind you, when he came into the NBA, a lot of people, they compared him to Lonzo, but they tried to make it seem like he's more of the offensive type. He's not the pass first player. He's not the pass, he don't do they just tried to do all of that. But LaMelo has came in and proven that he's a pass first point guard. Believe it or not, as electric as he is offensively, LaMelo's first option is to pass. So he's definitely always surveying the floor. And if it's an open man, he will feed him. No questions asked. I've seen LaMelo take a step back from his game, to elevate his teammates' game. And I think that's great to see from a young player in his position who could just really come in, and just do his own thing. But that's not the case. So, I definitely want to continue to celebrate him. Giannis Antetokounmpo on the Milwaukee Bucks, they did their thing. They got Middleton back. This was a tough game, and they play Milwaukee very tough. It's kind of crazy. It's like styles make fights. It seemed like for whatever reason, Milwaukee doesn't match up well with Charlotte. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because they don't have an answer for LaMelo. Mind you, they have some formidable defenders there, and LaMelo continuously, showcases his greatness. You know, you got Grayson Allen over there. You got Drew Holiday. Mind you, this matchup between Drew Holiday and LaMelo Ball was highly featured. You know, I wish the Charlotte Hornets organization brought more awareness to the fact that Melo was creeping up on this triple-double situation. And, you know, back in the days, obviously you had Oscar Robertson doing it, but triple-doubles wasn't really what it is today. Obviously, Russell Westbrook revolutionized it. Luka Doncic remixed it. LeBron James had a hand in it. I mean, this triple-double phenomenon, you know, is something else. And you see LaMelo Ball staking his stake in this, you know. So let's just see how all of this transpires. You know, I believe that when it's all said and done, LaMelo would have been done shattered all of so many records that it's going to be a hard press for anybody to come behind him and surpass him. Melo gonna leave a trail of devastation, whether he finishes his career with Charlotte or leaves Charlotte. He has planted his flag there in just a little bit of time. Melo ain't been there but a hot second, and look what's going on. You know, it's all these historical things and things that are happening. It just sucks that the team's success can't mirror what LaMelo was doing individually. And I hold that to the people upstairs. You know, LaMelo Ball has proven that he deserves better. You know, this is truly unfortunate what is happening, you know, to him, you know. And this season is messed up. I pray that they could get a guy like Victor Wembanyama, you know, because when you think about it, and I'm not just saying this because, you know, I'm a LaMelo Ball fan, I love the Hornets and all this, that, and the third. I'm saying this because this the God honest truth. No team needs the number one pick like Charlotte. You know, due to the fact of their history, their team, they need something like this to fall out the sky. And I think it'd be great for Wembanyama. Could you imagine if Wembanyama was able to pair with LaMelo Ball, what that would do for his career? Never mind what's going on with Charlotte and what he and this, that, and the third. Could you imagine what it would do for Mr. Wembanyama to play with LaMelo Ball? Well, LaMelo's gonna make sure he's fed. You know, it ain't gonna be no ego thing. You know, it's not going to be, oh, man, you coming in my house. It ain't going to be none of that. Melo is going to embrace this man, you know, full steam ahead. And like I said, give this guy the reins, you know, to be successful. You know, and it's going to be interesting to see how it all shakes out. But we're going to be here documenting it. We've been documenting it. Shout out to all my LaMelo Ball fans, man. Hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV. History has been made. LaMelo Ball, MB1, the one of one, is back, baby. You know, and he ain't never gone nowhere. You know, just as long as he's healthy, it's going to be hell to pay around the NBA. LaMelo Ball has made history, y'all. His 8th triple-double, leading the Charlotte Hornets franchise history in triple-doubles. It's never been done before. It's Flight Sports.